So, I'm guessing the conversation for the pitch meeting went something like this.
It's genius.
Janet, 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 Janet.
I like that. It's gonna be my new
Janet,
theme
Janet,
song.
Janet, 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 Batman.
17 again. Now, when I say that, most of you, if not all, think about the movie starring Zac Efron. However, there is one that came before it. We spell it alphabetically. And it stars Tia Maori, Tamera Maori, and their younger brother Taj Maori. Now, how this movie continues to get swept beneath the rug is beyond me. Because the thing about it is the same people who have seen one haven't seen the other or didn't even know the other existed. I thought maybe it's a generational thing. But then again, maybe not, because they both came out in the same decade. Then I'm like, well, is it the star power? But I don't think that's it either, because both films have pretty notable stars in their own right. Maybe it's due to one having a theatrical release and the other being a made-for-TV movie. It's possible. I won't negate that one. But you know what? I think it really boils down to the plot. That one part in the numerical version that made it super weird. And as we know, controversy can really put you on the map. Just in case you've never seen or heard either of these films and you're sitting there looking at your screen like, girl, what are you even talking about? Let me set the scene. Mike O'Donnell is a 40-year-old loser. You know what? That came out a bit harsher than I intended. Let me back up. Mike O'Donnell is a man dealing with a tough time in his life. His kids hate him. His high school sweetheart is divorcing him. He lives with his best friend, and he quits his job on the account of some young hot airhead with no experience being promoted over him, despite his 16 years of hard work and dedication. But we all know these jobs don't care about nobody. They do not care. That's probably the most realistic thing about this movie. But all of this changes in a blink of an eye by a chance encounter with the school's janitor. You see, old Saint Nick from Christmas Past can tell that Mike is in need of a pick-me-up. The dreadful self-pity seeps from his pores. So he sprinkles a little voila magic and bam, he wakes up to his old self. Literally. He's 17 again. Which means he can relive his glory days. No more responsibilities. He gets to replay the time in his life that he regrets the most. Heck, who knows? This basketball thing may work out this time. He can go off to college and finally make something of himself. Teen dad? Where? Young husband? Where? That is not in the lineup for Mike's life, so he thinks. Now, let's take it back to the 99 and 2000. Sydney and Willie live in a new town with their dad and stepmother. Willie, being the smart guy that he is, comes up with a formula to stop his dog from aging. The formula goes awry and instead, the dog ages backwards. He is 17. Again. It's like, I'm just playing. The grandparents, Kat and Jean, are in town and they have to look after the kids. And under normal circumstances, that would be a fun time. But you see, they sort of hate each other. Well, not sort of. They outright can't stand each other. It's extremely uncomfortable to be around. Heck, I'm uncomfortable watching them interact. These people who seemingly have nothing in common anymore would be forced to have a shared experience. That box of soap that was in Willie's lab has a little extra razzle dazzle. Turning back the hands of time. This is where we meet Tamera, who now steps in, and she's the younger version of Grandma Kat. Identical twins playing grandma and granddaughter. Puzzling, but not really. I think this works because we have all either experienced being told or even telling somebody, you look just like your dad. You look just like your mom. Spitting image of your grandmother. So it's an ode to that, and it's cute to see it play out on screen. However, one of the problems that I do have with the cast of the grandparents is that neither pair look alike. It doesn't take you out of the movie, but I've always thought it was ironic that they put so much thought into family resemblance but didn't carry that concern to the casting of the older grandparents. But both Tamera and Mark Taylor do an exceptional job at playing older. Their first encounters with people at 17 are hilarious. Kat is met with a group of girls that's about ready to fight her. And first she's all afraid, and then she's like, Wait a minute. Nobody puts their hands on me. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Real grandma. She still gets beat up, but she nails it. And then Jean is met with the police for speeding, and the officer's like, is this your car? And Jean goes, this is my son's car. Just dropped he and the missus off at the airport. Like, that is such an old man thing to say. The mannerisms and everything. I love it. And of course, when Sydney and Kat see each other for the first time, it's reminiscent of the sister, that girl has my face moment. And Willie, being a scientist, is an extension of Taj's role on his hit show, Smart Guy, which is pretty dope. Now here's an issue I have with the plot of the bootleg. When Mike first returns to his high school and sees his kids, they don't recognize him. And not recognize him like, hey father, how did you get here? No, more like a, hey, you kind of remind me of my dad. It's freaking me out a little. I mean, not for nothing, Matthew and Zach look nothing alike in real life, but for the sake of the movie, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They are used to seeing their older, tired, stressed out, life-hating dad. Life's been pretty rough for him, so he's not all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But do you mean to tell me they never have seen a picture of their dad when he was younger? I know for a fact he's the type to whip out a picture unwarranted, talking about back in the day. None of this looks familiar to you. Okay. The mom did peep it within seconds, but I'm not letting those kids off the hook. But I guess I have more important things to concentrate on, like the relationship between Mike and Maggie. Now, they saved this bit for like the last 30 minutes of the movie because, let's face it, if they opened with it, only a certain type of crowd would be interested in finishing the movie. Maggie is going through her teenage breakup stuff. Her dad tries to be there for her, comfort her in her time of need. She leans into it. I mean, leans into it. She's got the hots for him. And now that I'm thinking about it, I guess they couldn't have either of the kids think he resembled their dad because that would make this moment even worse. But my question is, was it really worth it? I think I can speak for the audience and say we could have done without exploring this, right? God, I hope I'm speaking for all of us. Then the fact that the family synergy is off bothers me. Like, I get not gelling with your younger brother, but dating his bully, that's a whole different level of sibling sabotage. I don't even think the brother and sister had any dialogue with each other. What is that about? The only good thing about this bully situation is that it prompts Mike to change his trajectory. Maybe old Saint Nick didn't want him to go back to change his life. Maybe he wanted him to be a better dad. A 17-year-old raising teenagers. This should be smooth sailing. I do like that the mom, Scar, she kept the same energy the whole time. Like, there's no way you're not my husband. Real life, baby daddy, in the flesh. Their little connection was needed to drive the point. I don't know why they threw that Maggie thing in there. We did not need to go there. The family dynamics, aside from the grandparents, are much better in the 2000s film. For example, any love interest that transpires occurs outside of the family bloodline. I mean, the opportunity was right there and they decided not to go the cringe route. How lovely is that? Of course, there's a certain level of friction, being as though Kat goes out with the guy that Sydney likes, and then the grandparents are supposed to be looking for her, right? After she catches the two of them dancing. They lose her and end up walking into a club talking about, I wonder if she's in here. Break out with the full dance number. Like, excuse me. Your granddaughter is going through it right now. And you in here cutting the rug. Focus, please. There's also a popular mean girl who has her eye out for Jean. But of course, that doesn't get too far because Kat wasn't going for that. Jean becomes friends with these two young guys who are girl crazy, and the white guy has this dumb Malibu's Most Wanted black scent their entire time. That was annoying. Which I should probably mention that Kat is my favorite character. I mean, it's not necessary to mention that, but I wanted y'all to know. Tamera has always been good at comedic timing as well as delivering the drama, and in this film she does it well. Favorite character in the 1-7? Ned. He is the nerdy kid who grew into the nerdy adult. How lovely. No, but I think it's cool to see that because it's like being a nerd can be cool too. He's happy playing his video games and collecting his action figures, and his wallet is stacked. I'm not mad at that. His comedic timing was always on point. From when he first saw Team Mike to when he took up for his doppelganger Clay Aiken. And definitely when he met Jane. Maybe I should tell you, I never don't not date the principal of my child. Like, sir, please go away. Hilarious. Tom Lennon was cast perfectly for that role. Awkward makeshift dad. And I do have to mention Zac Efron playing a 40-year-old in the body of a 17-year-old. He gave dad vibes. Authoritative, controlling, overbearing. I believed it. It gave what it needed to. In the end, both films have their happy endings. Sydney gets her guy, she and her grandma become even closer. Willie finds a cure, the grandparents get back together. Maggie concentrates on her studies instead of boys. Alex makes the team with a girlfriend on the side. Ned finds his sci-fi match made in heaven. And Mike gets the life he never knew he always wanted. How lovely is that? 17 again and 17 again. Have you seen either? What did you think about the plots and the characters? Which did you like better? I wanted to do this video not to give some deep analysis. Didn't even know what I was going to talk about, honestly. But just wanted to chat about some movies I came up watching. They are fun family films, and I noticed that most people who talk about the Zac Efron film don't bring up the Maori film, and it's definitely deserving of its flowers as well. Also, this video is the first of a new series that I'm starting. It's going to be called You Can Get With This or You Can Get With That, which are actually lyrics to an old song. But I was going to put it in the beginning of the video, how I do the Blush Bunny Presents, but I'm always changing my mind on something, so I'm like, let me not do it just yet, because the other name that I thought of was Analyze This, Analyze That, which are two films came out in the 90s, early 2000s, I believe. But the whole concept of the series is to take two or more films. They can be remakes, same title, different plots, movies with similar plots or themes. Which, speaking of, I have two video ideas that I want to do regarding similar plots, and I already told Instagram about one of them a few weeks ago. The other one came to mind because I watched You've Got Mail for the first time a couple of weeks ago. But let me know if you guys would even be interested in this series. I may be getting ahead of myself. I don't want to start thinking about all of this and you're like, oh no, just stick what you were doing. Oh, also, even though I will continue to do voting polls on the community tab, I've been doing them on Instagram more recently because for some reason YouTube shows your polls to casual viewers or even people who've never watched your channel. But I mean, they do it a lot, and I'd rather people who actually watch my content to have a say on what direction we're moving in instead of randoms. And of course, as soon as I decided to actually start using my Instagram, they went full force into being the bootleg TikTok. Like, why can't we just post pictures and actually show them to the people who want to see them? But anyways, that's a whole nother story. So I don't post often, but I do like to do polls over there. Well, that was an earful. Stop by the Blush Bunny merch store, grab you some gear. We can be twins like Tia and Tamera. I know that was corny, leave me alone. Don't forget to follow the podcast, also linked below. With all of that being said, if you haven't done so already, be sure to click like and hop on over to that subscribe button and hit the bell. Otherwise, YouTube would never show you my videos. As always, I'm all ears. Until next time, bye.